Hello fellow YouTubers, I am Ben Parker and thank you very much for clicking on my channel. Today I'm going to be trying my very first vlog. I am also doing my very first product review today. So today I just grabbed the Sony RX 100 Mark V. Okay, so the Sony RX 100 Mark V. As I said, just grabbed this little baby, super excited. The only one they had left was a display model, so I grabbed that. Hopefully it's only just got a few fingerprints on it, fingers crossed. Let's see what we've got, open it up. First things first, a $50 camera accessory coupon from Sony. Thanks guys. Heap of manuals, different countries. We'll look at those later. Yep. Alright, now the good stuff. First things first, little USB cable. Okay, next, power cord. Got the charging adapter there from the power cord to the USB. The camera itself. Let's pop this guy out, eh? Alright, move that over there. Awesome. Hey, how cool is that? First things first, size of it, super compact, way smaller than the Canon that I'm using. Biggest reason why I got it. A couple of little things, shoots in 4K, it's got a Carl Zeiss lens on it. He makes some of the best lenses ever, so super excited about that. LCD display, another huge factor why I got this guy. Makes vlogging and life a lot easier when you can have a decent sized screen, you can see what you're actually doing. So this one, it's a tilt screen, get down on low angles, and you can also flip it around for when you are doing some vlogging. Build quality, straight out of the box, really nice. There is a little bit of weight to it. Looks pretty robust. It's got like an aluminium case to it. It isn't super solid in your hand. Just the first thoughts. It does move around a little bit, so you do have to have quite a good grip on it. As well as the camera, I did get a few accessories, which I think if you are looking at buying, especially a Sony, worth getting. So first was the compact little travel charger. Battery just slides just in there. Grab one as a demo. Just in there. So you've got just a USB charger, can use a power bank. Next thing, memory cards. I always go with the Extreme Pros from SanDisk, so they are a bit more expensive, but they read a lot faster, especially if you're shooting in 4K, for example. Really important to have a fast shooting card. I always kind of go for the 32 gig ones. I just have a bunch of them. Next thing, little camera bag. It's from the brand Crumpler. They call it the Camera Pouch 100. So not much to it, just a little bit of padding in there. Quite nice. Last but not least, batteries. Heaps of batteries. Hopefully that's enough. I've never used a Sony camera before, but everyone says that they go through batteries like crazy, so just bought a few of them. Take it out into the field and see what we can find. Alright, hey guys, and had the Sony RX 100 for about 2 weeks now, so I just thought I'd do a bit of a wrap up of my thoughts so far. So far it's been pretty awesome. Really happy with the finish of it, quality is really good, footage. I haven't really done too many photos with it yet, a lot more video. As I first said with the ergonomics of the camera, I guess because I'm used to such a much bigger camera, that I do find this one a little bit slippery, doesn't quite sit in your hand, the ergonomics aren't quite as good. But the bonus of that is that it is super compact, super small, so that's been pretty nitpicky. It's really not a massive deal. I just thought I'd mention it. Don't know if any of you guys have found that. How good is having a screen though? I mean, it's a flip screen. I know some of the other cameras, it kind of comes out to the side and you can turn it, but pretty happy with this one. The tilt's really good. It comes up, you can selfie, no worries. It just makes such a big difference actually seeing what you're doing. 4K quality, it's pretty good. The colors probably aren't quite as poppy as what's in the Canon, but you can kind of fix that in post, so it's not a massive deal. On the first test of the new Sony camera, I bought the Sony RX 100. So a couple of things I thought I'd check. How the microphone goes, there's a little bit of wind around, so we'll see how that goes. Now another thing I did want to check is just how well the autofocus works. Here are a few examples testing the Sony's autofocus. I thought it performed well. Sometimes there was a slight lag, but overall it's solid. Next up, an aperture test. On the left, I'm at aperture f11. On the right, I'm at aperture 1.8. So as far as the stabilizing the camera, I didn't really find it that great. I mean, it's not too bad. If you have a subject in front of the camera, as in if you're vlogging, it's not too bad. The subject stays pretty well in focus, even if you're walking. I haven't tried running yet. You can kind of see the background behind me is a bit blurry. I'll put up footage of it, see what you guys think. So I'll do it in two modes. So there's the 4K mode, so that's about as good as it's going to get. Then I'll lower the quality of it because there's an option called active stabilization. So here I am on the left shooting in 4K with standard stabilization, and on the right shooting in HD with intelligent active stabilization. If you are, however, just using the camera in front of you and looking where you're going, it is quite shaky. There is a couple of different modes. So there's standard, active, and then there's intelligent active. Now, intelligent active is the best mode. However, you can't do it in 4K. You have to lower the quality of the video, which is a little bit annoying, but I did read that when I was researching the camera, and I've got something coming in a couple of weeks that will hopefully rectify that. So not a massive issue for me. I just thought I'd mention it. I'll put up footage of it. For this test, I'm not doing any kind of careful walking. It's just going to be me, standard kind of walking pace, and we'll see just how smooth we can get it. The super slow-mo, so it's going down to that almost 1,000 frames a second. It is a pretty cool feature. The quality of it isn't the best. If you're after that kind of cinematic look, then I think you can kind of get away with it. Oh, the other thing with this is the low light capability. Awesome, really good. Super happy with that. I'll put up footage of it. I know Sony cops a lot of flack for their layout in the camera, just how to navigate around through it. I didn't really find it was that bad. This is the first Sony camera I've ever owned, never used one before, and I actually thought it was quite intuitive, so I didn't really have any issues there. Battery life, another thing I was a little bit hesitant about. I did a shoot, we went into a cave system up in Sydney. That trip was about 2 hours and I was on the camera using it a lot. I think I got about 40 minutes of footage and I hadn't been through one battery yet. So the battery was pretty low, but not too bad considering how much flack these guys get. Again, being a mirrorless system, everything's electronic, so you're going to use a lot more battery life anyway, a lot more compared to the Canon that I'm used to. So far so good with the Sony. Really happy with it. Definitely got a few adventures coming up, a few overseas trips that hopefully I'll put this to good use. So that just about wraps up this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got something out of it. Huge shout out to the people that have viewed, liked and subscribed. If you do like it or any of my other videos, please like and subscribe. Send us a comment, send us any questions. More than happy to get back to you on that. Love to hear your thoughts on this video. As I said, it's the first product review and first vlog. Getting used to being on the camera instead of behind it. So we'll see how that goes in the future. I hope to do a bit more vlogging and so you guys can see my face and what I get up to. So yeah, just want to say thank you, and we'll see you on the next one.